the channel for westerns and more. What's the best Noir Western? Noir Western, the iconic, rugged landscape of the Wild West, populated by tough, cynical cowboys, battling their own consciences as much as they fight outlaws. The pairing of the Western with the gritty world of film noir is a welcome one, and its separation from the charming naivety a necessary one. John Wayne symbolically rides off into the colourful sunset, while Robert Mitchum sits tall in the saddle, sneering as dark shadows threaten to engulf the scene. Today, we will take a look at some great noir western films, worth a look or relook. If you enjoy this video, hit the notification button to get my new videos. If you want to check out my many other videos, head over to my channel. The link is in the description. Let's get into it. Track of the Cat, 1954. Director William A. Wellman, maintaining the essential noir ingredient of the moody loner, reliably played by the king of noir, Robert Mitchum, swapping the concrete jungle to a western winter wasteland. Track of the Cat merges the two genres seamlessly. If you're tired of western towns with dusty streets, raucous saloons, and the essential rolling tumbleweed, you'll welcome the snowy landscape of this gem. The tension is high, the mood is dark and tense. Mitchum with Teresa Wright, with a cast of a dysfunctional family in snowbound Northern California. Isolation and close proximity are a recipe for trouble in this contentious clan. The turmoil is soon exacerbated by outside influences. A cougar kills one of the younger brothers. Kurt, played by Mitchum, is determined to face the elements and kill the predator. Will this quest also slay the demons troubling his family? Track of the Cat is compelling viewing. The Furies, 1950. Director Anthony Mann. A melodramatic adventure featuring a tough, savvy female protagonist. The Furies is essential to this video. If you haven't seen this film, don't miss the chance to watch the great Barbara Stanwyck in this noir western. Walter Houston, in his last role, is a tough ranch owner whose daughter, Stanwyck, is the only person who can stand up to him. Their relationship is also a loving one. That is, until they become entangled in romances that threaten to split the family. Witnessing the two go head-to-head on screen is a treat. This compelling drama earns its place as a great noir western. .310 to Yuma, 1957. Director Delmer Daves. A great character study like this couldn't be better suited to the noir western genre. A psychological drama, constantly threatening to become a physical duel, is at the centre of this film. Glenn Ford and Van Heflin play the lead characters in this classic, which inspired a remake starring Russell Crowe and Christian Bale in 2007. A brilliant adaptation of Elmore Leonard's 1953 short story of the same name. A desperately poor farmer accepts a job from the local sheriff, not realising the consequences it will bring. His task is to transport a prisoner from the town and put him on the 310 train to Yuma. A story with more twists and turns than a rattlesnake follows. Both men learn about themselves and each other. Two great actors at the top of their games. 310 to Yuma is a can't-miss noir western. Johnny Guitar, 1954. Director Nicholas Ray. The legendary Joan Crawford acts in western attire. She made the most of her visit to the Old West with a brilliant performance in 1954's Johnny Guitar. Usually, noir films are associated with black and white cinematography. This one breaks the trend with its vivid colours. Johnny Guitar cranks up the melodrama to make a true classic, an essential noir western. Crawford plays a strong saloon keeper named Vienna, viewed with hostility and suspicion by the townspeople, with a mysterious past. Vienna also supports a railroad being built close to the town. enough to incite the locals to drive her away by any way they can. Vienna won't give up that easy, with help from some capable friends, making a determined final stand. Crawford and Sterling Hayden light up the screen in Johnny Guitar. "40 Guns", 1957. Director Samuel Fuller. A Fuller Western always had a better-than-average chance of also becoming a noir film. 40 Guns confirms those suspicions. Fuller's moody, sullen style takes a trip to the Old West for a film that's as memorable as it is unusual. Barbara Stanwyck brings her impressive acting skills to this film, made by this maverick director. Stanwyck plays a strong rancher, the undisputed queen of her domain, supported by an army of cowboys willing to do her bidding. But when one of her men goes too far and shoots a lawman, the town erupts in chaos and anger. Drama ensues with a storm of bullets, and unpredictably defines the plot. An exciting film by a legendary director, the perfect film for another killer performance by Barbara Stanwyck. Terror in Texas Town, 1958. Director Joseph H. Lewis. Terror in Texas Town reeks of dread and is full of fear. A story of courage and revenge. A change of pace from cookie-cutter westerns. Noir veteran Sterling Hayden delivers a great performance as the son of a murdered father on a mission of justice. The film's journey is a fascinating one. Writer, blacklisted Dalton Trumbo. I'm glad they found a way to bring this noir western to the masses. An indelible single image, a man standing in a street, holding a harpoon. The harpoon is in effect a supporting character. Its owner is that son of a murdered father, now wielding the spear in the pursuit of justice against the men who tried to steal oil from his father's land. Is the harpoon any match for a six-shooter? Will the son meet the same tragic end as his father? That's for you to find out. Lonely Are the Brave, 1962. Director David Miller. Perfectly depicting the self-destructive mood of noir films. A western to remember, featuring the phenomenal Kirk Douglas, with support from Walter Matthau. A refreshing change from standard westerns, often cited as Douglas's favourite of all the movies he made. In a more contemporary world than most westerns are set, an itinerant loner named Burns, played by Douglas, a cowboy for hire. He finds out that a friend has been thrown in jail. Burns is determined to help him escape. He decides the best way to accomplish this task is from the inside. He gets himself arrested. The drama then really begins. Not a fluffy, feel-good film, but audiences are sure to get a familiar feeling that comes with great cinema. Pursued, 1947. Director Raoul Walsh. Of all the noir westerns on this list, the plot of this underappreciated classic is the purest noir. If it was removed from its western setting and dropped in 1940s New York, only costumes would need to be changed. The perfect connection between the two genres is Robert Mitchum, whose presence gives the film its noir pedigree. Western director Raoul Walsh sets the tone for this story, of a lone man haunted and sabotaged by his past. Mitchum plays Jeb, a moody cowhand haunted by distant memories of the murder of his parents as a child. Adopted by a neighbouring family, his new home has become the source of tension. With a close relationship with his foster mother, Jeb has romantic feelings for her daughter, looked on with suspicion by his adoptive brother. When Jeb declares his hopes for marriage, someone takes a shot at him. In self-defence, Jeb kills the attacker. This is just the beginning. Family tensions run high, and memories and betrayals resurface. The Oxbow Incident, 1943. Director William A. Wellman. With a cast full of menacing characters, bent on shedding blood, a noble-minded, everyday man takes a lonely stand against the mob. The contrast between good and evil is as obvious as the black and white cinematography. In typical noir fashion, the hero is at odds with his own conscience. In this film, his internal struggle puts his life in danger. Henry Fonda and Dana Andrews head up the all-star cast in this classic movie, losing the Oscar for Best Picture to Casablanca. Cinema lovers recognise its obvious pedigree. A film with a strong moral compass. An accidental member of a posse which quickly turns ugly when they catch 3 suspects. Fonda's efforts to prevent the hanging of the men without a proper trial drew suspicion and anger from the posse, who were already mistrustful of their new members. Flawlessly made and guaranteed to stick with you long after the credits.
The conscience of all men that ever lived. I guess that's all I got to say, except kiss the babies for me and God bless you. Your husband, Donald.
High Noon, 1952. Director, Fred Zinnemann. An all-time great western for many reasons. Its plot is simple but profound. Its performances are second to none. The musical score is haunting. Also a great noir. Putting the audience in the shoes of the main character, whose tense afternoon is felt with each minute that passes. A hero alone. Walking empty streets while his neighbours hide in their houses, knowing that his enemies are on their way to kill him. What could possibly be more noir than that? Not much, in my opinion. High Noon could be the greatest noir western of all time, famous for unfolding in almost real time. High Noon makes an audience squirm along with its hero. Gary Cooper played Marshal Will Kane, newly married to a Quaker wife whose religion forbids violence. Kane turns in his badge, but learns that a criminal he helped convict is coming to town to exact revenge. Kane is faced not only with the choice of staying or leaving town with his new wife, but also with the possibility that he might have to face his foe alone if he stays. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. I appreciate your likes and subscribers. Hit the notification button to get my new videos. Take a look at my channel and check out my Facebook page. The links are in the description. I am Wrangler. Bye for now. See you again soon. The channel for westerns and more.